Every time a game has an attractive character now, the conversation gets treated like some huge moral crisis. But most players are not writing a thesis about gender politics when they see a cool character. They're just looking at the screen like, yeah, I want to play as that. And honestly, that should not be this controversial, because games have always sold fantasy. Cool weapons, impossible outfits, perfect hair during boss fights, people doing backflips with swords that weigh more than a motorcycle. Nobody complains about realism when a character survives getting launched through a wall. But the second somebody is hot, suddenly everybody just loses their mind about it. So go grab some coffee and get comfortable, because we need to talk about why people want hot gaming characters again. Gamers liking attractive characters is not something new. This is not some strange modern illness that appeared when Stellar Blade came out. Lara Croft did not become famous because people cared about the polygons. Tifa is not popular because everybody just really loves the white tank tops. Dante is not cool because he handles weapons so responsibly. Leon Kennedy is not getting edits every day because people respect his police training. And 2B did not become one of the most recognizable characters in modern gaming because everybody was like, wow, I really admire the blindfold as a metaphor for existential uncertainty. People like characters that look cool or hot or both. That part is normal. What changed is that a lot of modern games started getting weird about it. Not every game, obviously, there are still great character designs everywhere, but then you go and look something like Concord, a game that clearly had money behind it. Color everywhere, detailed models, big personalities on paper, and somehow half the cast still looked like people you would awkwardly avoid talking to at a board game cafe. Technically, there's a lot going on, but nothing makes you go, oh shit, I wanna play as that character. And then when players say, hey, can the characters maybe look cool again? The conversation immediately becomes stupid, because one side acts like every character needs to be a swimsuit model, and the other side acts like the attractive automatically deletes writing, personality, and even human rights. Both are annoying. The real point is much simpler. People are just so tired of characters feeling like they were designed by a committee whose main goal was making sure nobody could make a spicy tweet about them. That is why Stellar Blade hit the way it did. Yeah, Eve is hot, we can admit that without calling a press conference. The game knows it too. It is not pretending the character design happened by accident. But the reason people kept talking about Stellar Blade was not just because Eve exists. If that game had terrible combat, boring bosses, bad music, and no identity, the discourse would have lasted one weekend, and then everybody would have gone back to arguing about something else. The attractive character got the attention, the game had to earn the rest, and it did, at least enough for people to take it seriously. That is the part the lazy argument misses. People only like it because it's horny. It's easy to say, but it does not explain why some hot characters become iconic and others feel like mobile game ads. Like for example, Bayonetta works because the whole game commits to the bit. It is stylish, stupid, confident, and completely aware of itself. She's not standing there asking if the outfit is okay. She's kicking angels in the face with gun heels. That is not an accident, that is the product. And even if you hate it, you remember it. That matters more than people want to admit, because the opposite of good character design is not ugly, it is boring. A character does not need to be attractive to work. They can be old, strange, scary, whatever, but they need to be something, because if it's not, your brain just deletes them the second the cutscene ends. Hot characters are just one very obvious version of that. They create the instant appeal. That does not make them deep, that does not make them well written. It just means the player looks at the screen and goes, okay, damn! And for a visual medium, that is not nothing. The bad version is when studios think hot is enough. It is not. Hot without taste is boring. Hot without personality is boring. Hot without good game behind it is just gooner bait. But acting like visual appeal is embarrassing is also stupid. Games do not need to apologize for looking cool. They do not need to pretend style is shallow, and they definitely do not need to make every character look like they got approved by woke HR department. People just got tired of being told that wanting characters to look cool or hot is somehow stupid. It is not. The stupid thing is spending millions of dollars on a game and making the main character look like somebody who has never run a mile in their life. Subscribe and I love you. Bye.